What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It's a beautiful summer evening here in Findlay, Ohio, and Anderson and I are hanging out in the beer shed getting ready to check out a new beer. Now, the beer we have today is called Come Original, and this is a 311 beer, I guess inspired or collaboration. It says All Mixed Up by El Segundo Brewing. So El Segundo did that Stone Cold Steve Austin beer. I think that's what they initially became kind of popular for.
Isn't that where you left your wallet?
It is. I love that. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. Tribe Called Quest. Left my wallet in El Segundo. Check it out. 311. What are your thoughts on 311?
I mean, they've been around for a long time. I don't hate them. I don't like them. They're just there for me. I mean,
You're more of a metal dude.
I don't turn the songs off when I hear them. If they play, great. It's not one of those bands that I immediately change the channel or whatever. But I don't seek them out either.
I think I have some on my 90s playlist. I mean, like Come Original, and they did a couple other ones that were, what's that one, like Amber? They did a couple ones that were kind of, were popular in the 90s, and I have some 90s playlists. As a college kid in the 90s, I listened to them a bit.
Again, for me, it's not something I seek out, but I don't change the channel. I don't dislike it.
I'd probably be the same. I don't say I celebrate their catalog or anything, but they're all right. And anytime there's a music-inspired beer or a music collab, I'm always cool with it. I mean,
Absolutely.
I know Lithium used to do the 311 day on March 11th. They used to play. Like
oh, did they?
Yeah, that's before I got rid of Sirius because I didn't feel like paying exorbitant fees anymore.
Oh, you don't have that anymore?
Nope, got rid of it.
I didn't know that.
Well, they jumped it up because it was like $7 a month, and I was like, yeah, I'm with that. And they jumped up to something crazy. And here's the other thing, though, too. I mean, I only really listen to two channels. I would listen to Rock the Bells, which is like classic hip-hop, and I would listen to Lithium, the 90s, like alternative kind of rock. But it's like they played the same songs over and over and over again. And on top of it, they had two people that I despised. They have this woman named Madison, who was one of the DJs. And every time I hear her, I want to stab my ears out with an ice pick. Like, I absolutely hate her guts. And then, I hate to say this, the other one who started getting on my nerves was... what's his name from Rage Against the Machine? He's on there all the time. Tom Morello.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, he's on there all the time. And initially, I didn't mind him, but it just became too much of his politics and him pontificating about everything. And I was just like, dude, just play some music. I mean, you're free to do what you want to do, but I'm not interested in listening to it. And he's one of them dudes. He's always be coming out like, "Oh, I'm an avowed communist." I'm like, "But you're a millionaire." Right? Like, if you want to be a communist, give away your money, bro. You can easily share your wealth with everyone else.
I mean, I never understood that stuff. Like, you're a radio DJ. You're spinning music. Everybody's on the channel to listen to your music.
Yeah.
If I wanted to hear your political commentary, I'd go to a political channel, a political talk channel.
Yeah, yeah. And look, I'm not saying you can't have an opinion as a musician or an athlete or something else. It's just...
No, but leave it on the political talk channels, not in between songs. Well,
it's the
as a
same
DJ.
as athletes. The same as athletes. Like, look, man, I come to watch basketball or watch movies or football or whatever just as an escape from this chaotic world. I don't need to be beat over the head with politics when I'm trying to drink a beer or watch a movie or something else. But hey, I digress. We're getting too far off course here. So this beer, what do we say? This is an IPA?
Yes.
India Pale Ale. It says the hops used are Simcoe, Mosaic, Chinook, and there's 1 pint. And that's about it.
What else does it say?
7% ABV. What does it say? Something else? Oh, love your life. I can get with that. Enjoy your life, man. Honestly, this is not like the come to God moment, but dude, enjoy your life, man. Because what's the alternative, right? The alternative is death, so enjoy it. 7% ABV. Couldn't find anything on the IBUs, which is odd since it's an IPA. You think you would?
That's been a lot recently. Like, all these IPAs have no IBUs listed anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I was reading something saying IBUs aren't what they were cracked up to be. That a lot of the stouts actually have like a higher IBU than something else. So
right.
I know some breweries had said we don't put them there because I think people get scared away if they see an IBU number, not necessarily, I guess completely understanding what exactly it is.
But you would think on IPAs they would have IBUs.
You'd hope, right? So 311, they got the little logo there for the band on the can, pretty neat. Ratings-wise, does pretty well. Untappd 3.87 with about 490 check-ins. Beer Advocate 4.23, although there's only 9 check-ins. So I guess we'll see what's... And one of them was a super fanboy, I think, of 311, weren't they? Who wrote like a chapter from the Bible describing what this beer was like. It was very lengthy, very detailed. He read like a little bit of it and we bailed out on it, but not a lot of people have had it.
It was too much.
So, first things first, look at it. Break out the Brew HQ SRM chart.
You know, up in front of the light, it looks like lemonade.
Yeah, definitely very light. Maybe like two or three color-wise, pale straw. But it's definitely like cloudy. You can't see through it. It's hazy, cloudy, whatever you want to say.
There's some carbonation in there.
You see a fair amount of carbonation. They're kind of low, little small, lazy bubbles cruising on up there. They look all right. There's probably about a finger's worth ahead when we initially started talking. It's down to about half of that now. But it looks nice. It's not like all weird fisheye crap going on.
No, not at all. It's just sticking around.
The head actually looks quite smooth. It almost looks like a nitro head on there. It's pretty decent looking.
It's a nice bright white.
Yeah, just give it a sniff. Eggshell white, maybe.
Some citrusy hop.
Yeah, I'm picking up mostly citrusy. Again, I'm not a huge IPA dude, so usually I break my IPAs, the sense into kind of like, is it more piney or is it more citrusy? A lot of the citrusy ones taste more like fruit. I know some people are saying it smells like berries. I don't know.
I'm sure after I rant the other night, they know how we feel about IPAs. And if not, check that video out.
I think, was this the one where it said like strawberry fruit roll-ups in the description on Untappd or something?
It might have been that one.
In the actual description from the brewery. Yeah, I give it faintly fruity.
I'm making a mess again.
Faintly fruity, couldn't necessarily say what. Tropical kind of thing. Smells all right. Smells decent. Want to give it a shot?
Sure, after I spilled it everywhere.
I had a towel out here, but I think I took the bar rag in because it'd been out here for like 3 months.
I think the dog took the bar rag in.
Well, no, it had wiped up way too many beers. It was probably gross. Let's give it a shot, bro. I like the body on this. I ran about body a lot of times they're too thin. I think this is a nice middle of the road.
Right, nice medium.
Medium body. Probably moving up towards the heavier side. Has a nice slickness to it, like a nice mouthfeel to it. I don't usually harp on mouthfeel a lot, but this has a nice kind of like creamy mouthfeel to it. It's pretty decent there. As far as the flavors, you got a couple of things going on. I think the initial smell was more tropical and fruity. The taste is a little more dank for me.
Yes.
It's piney, which is what I prefer. I prefer piney to tropical. Not super piney, but you get a little bit of that nice piney hop presence. Get a little bit of the fruity hop presence. I think it's pretty well put together.
And this, when it first hits the mouth, I thought it was going to be that syrupy, disgusting syrupy IPA, and it's not, which is really surprising. It's got some of the slickness to it, but it doesn't go overboard into that syrupy territory.
Yeah, I agree. I thought the same thing. When you first drink it, you're like, uh-oh, here we go.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, it's not really. It's solid.
It's just enough, just a little bit of that resinous.
Mm. Yeah, it works for me. I mean, like I said, I think, nothing super complicated here. I mean, you pick up those nice flavors. I think they come through, they deliver. If you're not a big IPA person, I think you could handle this. It's not so hopped up that it's off-putting. I would love to know what the IBU number is just for the heck of it.
Right.
Just so I can start kind of register in my head, like, okay, 30, 40, 50, 60, like, where are you and what do they taste like? So for me, I think this is a solid beer. Come Original, 311, and this is from Segundo Brewing, Segundo, California. Thumbs up.
So one thing about this is, what we say was 7%. This is a nice, easy drinking IPA. I mean, you could really crush some of these, and at 7%, they'd sneak up on you. But I would definitely give this a big thumbs up. This is really good. It's got some nice piney notes to it, a nice little bit of tropical fruit in the background.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very well-rounded IPA. But again, you could crush these, and it would sneak up on you real quick.
Yeah, I could put a few of these away, which is a bit scary. So we both like the beer. Hopefully you like the video. If you do, give us a thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. Were you one of the 490 people that have checked into this on Untappd? Or maybe you're one of the legions of folks that probably drank it, but couldn't be bothered to check into Untappd because you're not as big of a beer nerd as some of us. So let us know what you think about it in the comments down below. Hey, until next time.
Cheers.